Hey everybody, it's Laura. I just want to get y'all prepared for our final simulation week, that last week of April, first couple of days of May. Hooray, it's finally here. Um, so in this last week, we will be doing final assessments. This will be very similar to what we did during midterm assessments. The students will come in individually. We have 4 patients, um, and depending on what room they're in, will be what patients they will have. They will be doing a focused assessment to determine what's wrong with their patient. They're given a little scenario and a chart that has the information with the orders that they need so that they can determine what's wrong with their patient, what their patient needs, and they have to do one skill, psychomotor skill, which is going to be a sterile procedure, and they will be doing one IV medication that they have to administer, and they have 30 minutes, just like they did in the midterm simulation, to complete that those 2 tasks. So that's what they're doing in that final assessment. We're using the Crichton tool. So this is the final assessment module, and here are the actual scenarios. So you can look up what the scenarios are, and here are the Crichtons for each of those scenarios. I did not assign actual scenarios to faculty. I just put like a room and I put your names on there. So if you have a preference for which patient you want, please read through those. Email me if you have an actual preference for what patient you want to do, and we can actually assign you to your patient that you want to do, and we can make that room be whatever room you want it to be, or whatever patient you want it to be. Just let me know ahead of time, and then we can just designate that room for your patient if you have a preference. Couple things that are going to be a little bit different. Let me pull up this schedule so I can talk to you a little bit about what's happening here. The one thing that is going to be different, remember that the students have been working on their VIP patients all semester. This final week, they are going to be doing presentations. The final thing that they had to work on in groups is a presentation. They had to develop a teaching project and a toy project for a teaching plan and a toy project for their patient. The presentation is going to be a presentation of their toy project. They're submitting their teaching plan, and part of what you need to do for your grading is to grade the teaching plan. And you're also going to be grading their toy project as well, but what will be presented will be their toy projects. So we are going to have them in a room setting up their toy projects. This will be similar to what we do when we go to conferences, where we will be walking around and they'll be presenting them as we walk. So kind of as a rolling thing, not getting up one after another, doing a presentation, but something that we can come and go, and the students can come and go because they're going to be doing peer evaluations as well. So you'll see, like on Tuesday, we're going to start out with those presentations, and then we will start the final assessments. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that will occur at lunchtime. So we're giving an hour and a half so that students have time to rotate through, so that we also have time to rotate through and see all the presentations, and also fit some lunch in there as well. So that's what's happening there. Let me show you as well how the presentations will be evaluated. We're taking part of, when you go into Canvas and look at the rubric, you'll see for us, the teaching plan as well as the toy project evaluation is all on one rubric. The final evaluation, or the peer evaluations, and our presentation evaluations as we're walking around, we're going to use this VIP presentation peer review, and it's just the toy project piece of it. I'll have these printed out. I'm going to do them front and back so that you can evaluate 2 presentations at once so that we can save a little bit of trees. Sorry, my computer wants to be slow, of course, while I'm trying to do this. But basically, we're looking for quality of the presentation. Does it meet the safety standards? Do they talk about what role every member of the group participated in? All of these things. Do they have a good marketing strategy? Is it developmentally appropriate? All of those kind of things. So this is what we'll be filling out, as well as what the students will be filling out as we go through these presentations. So again, I'll have copies of those ready for the week. As far as grading is concerned, so this is what that looks like. As far as grading is concerned, we are again using the CCEI tools. So just make sure that, sorry for the scrolling, just make sure that we're going through this. We're using the same like scale that we used before. If you have anyone who makes less than a 14 and does not pass, please remember to send them away. Do some make sure that you go through all the things that they missed, do some remediation with them, then allow them to go away and practice and come back. Hopefully, we will have opportunities for them to come back the same day. If not, we'll make arrangements for them to come back at another time, but they will need to repeat. If they're greater than 14, they don't have to repeat, but if they're less than a 14, they will need to repeat. Please remember that grading in the grade book, this form here gets repeated in the grade book, and this score gets repeated in the grade book as their final evaluation score. And then once we finish all of our CETs, the CET grade and the professionalism grade gets put into the final lab grade and professionalism lab grade. So those will be what we have to do for the final course grades. Please remember that we have got additional people helping, so make sure that you get your CCEI tools from the other people helping grade students in your groups before you leave for the day, so that you have all that you need so that you can complete your grading. Let me know if you have any other questions. I think that's everything that you need to know about what's happening for finals. Thanks.